Welcome back, everybody. Today we are going to watch the 10 cheapest countries to live in Europe comfortably. I am the German. I am living in Germany, which is becoming increasingly expensive due to inflation. Prices for everything have basically doubled within the last 2 years. So I'm thinking of moving away just to save some money, I can work anywhere. Doesn't matter. I don't need to be in Germany. So let's see if Europe has any good alternatives, huh? Let's see.
Some countries in Europe have a reputation for being expensive, but that's not the picture of entire Europe. In fact, some Eastern European countries are surprisingly affordable.
Wait, let's name the cheapest European countries that I don't know. That would be Moldova, Bulgaria, Romania, Kosovo. No, I'm kidding. All the Eastern Blocs countries are cheap. Let's go.
Perfect to live abroad. These countries are some of the most affordable countries in Europe with good healthcare system and good quality of life. Moving to one of these European countries can be easier than Western European countries.
Really?
Europe is not always prohibitively expensive. In fact, some places in Europe can be as cheap as many famous destinations in Southeast Asia. The countries in this video are ranked according to cost of living and standard of life.
Okay.
So here are 10 cheapest countries to live in Europe. Number 10. Montenegro.
Good choice.
Montenegro has stunning landscapes, beautiful beaches, and magnificent mountainous countryside to explore. If you are looking for a cheap European country to live with a natural scenic view, fantastic weather, and affordability, Montenegro is an ideal destination for you.
I have been there for a week or something like that. And it is very beautiful. There's fjords. It's very cheap. The people are nice. And you have the beach,
It is also called the Pearl of Europe. Room rent, utilities, groceries will be pretty cheap in Montenegro by Western standards. With such a low cost of living, a growing economy, and an emerging tourism industry, Montenegro is becoming a popular and cheap European country for digital nomads. A single person can live an extremely comfortable life for as low as $1,000 per month.
I agree.
Number 9, Czech Republic.
Czech Republic. Well, yeah, if you're not living in Prague, I guess it's pretty good.
In Central Europe, the Czech Republic boasts a stunning old town with some wonderful Gothic architecture and historical buildings.
Very
beautiful.
The
Czech Republic is one of the safest and affordable places to live in Europe. It is modern, safe, comfortable, and friendly. Czech people welcome international travelers with open arms.
Friendly? I have never heard anyone say that about Czech people, that they're friendly. That's weird. But I wouldn't agree that Prague is cheap. Prague is very cheaper. The villages or smaller towns are way cheaper. Yeah.
Expats are attracted to the Czech Republic for a dozen reasons, which include the low cost of living, excellent healthcare, beautiful forests, and cool historic architectural buildings. As with most countries, the cost of living in the Czech Republic depends on the region you choose to stay in. The capital of the Czech Republic is Prague. It is a popular tourist destination and more expensive than rural locations. Number 8, Turkey. Amazing climate, affordable food, great attitude of local people towards foreigners, picturesque nature, and of course the crystal clear warm sea with incredible sunsets make it an almost perfect place to be. On the Mediterranean coast in some cities, there are already separate areas where only foreigners live. They have their foreign shops with familiar products, clinics with English-speaking staff, so there will be no problems with adaptation. Another advantage is the high level of health care. Retirees will be able to apply for medical insurance and receive all the necessary assistance for it, including even complex treatment. Younger people can also purchase insurance or pay out of pocket. Prices for medical services are very reasonable. Furthermore, there are a lot of cheap cities in Turkey where you can find an apartment for the long term for $200 to $500 per month. Food and entertainment will cost you $300 to $350 per month.
Okay, well, I guess depends on your standards. But he's very right. Turkey has become very cheap, especially with inflation skyrocketing. Yeah, their currency lost, I don't know, like 200% of value in the last year alone. almost, I guess. Which is ridiculous, and of course it makes things cheaper for foreigners. But if you want to work there, that's not so good. I would also agree that healthcare there is pretty good and affordable. Even Germans, if they don't want to go to a doctor for like plastic surgery or eye surgery or hair transplant, those kinds of things are very common for Germans to go to Turkey and do it there, because Istanbul has some of the best doctors for those kind of things, and it's about like 5 times cheaper than Germany, for example.
Number 7, Latvia.
Ooh, Latvia.
Latvia is a beautiful and cheap spot for retirees to live out their golden years.
Bit cold,
Everything
though.
is affordable here, whether it's housing, healthcare, or groceries. There are lots of interesting places to explore.
Hey, why is there a Berlin bear? This bear, you see him? He lives in Berlin.
Activities to try, and friendly, open-minded locals in Latvia. It is one of the cheapest places to live in Europe for English speakers, as 47% of Latvian people speak English, and it makes Latvia a honeypot country for digital nomads and expats.
Their English is very
One-bedroom
good.
apartment in large cities rents for an average of $1,000, and outside the city center you can get it cheaper. The country also offers
Wait, what? $1,000?
$1,000.
What is $1,000?
A one-bedroom apartment in large cities rents for an average of $1,000.
For a 1 bedroom? That's a lot of money. Even in Berlin, that's not cheap. Either they did bad research, because I cannot imagine that a 1 bedroom in Latvia is more expensive, basically double expensive, than in the major capital of Berlin.
And outside the city center, you can get it cheaper. The country also offers a variety of recreational options that include hiking, kayaking, skiing, and many other outdoor activities. Number 6, Slovakia.
Ooh, yeah, Slovakia, very cheap.
Slovakia is an amazing country
And
with lots
beautiful.
of hiking trails, national parks, castles, museums, and UNESCO protected sites. Slovakia is a safe and cheap European country to live that has started to attract more expats and international travelers in recent years. You don't need to break your bank while living and working here, as Slovakia is one of the cheapest countries to live in. With around $1,000 per month, you will be able to cover all of your basic costs in Slovakia. Here you can eat well, drink well, and visit plenty of tourist attractions at a fraction of the cost of the countries to the west. Furthermore, its capital, Bratislava, is a small city and a great destination for art and history buffs.
Yeah, I agree. Slovakia is a very underrated country in Europe. It's very worth going there.
Number 5, Hungary. It's hard to find another cheap country to live in Europe with such incredible natural beauty and lots of opportunities. Hungary has recently become a more popular destination for expats and digital nomads, not only because of the inexpensive cost of living, but the liberal immigration policies. The capital city of Hungary is Budapest, one of the cheapest cities in Europe where you can live on a
Cheap
budget.
pronounced
It is
correctly.
gradually becoming a hotspot for international travelers and expats. The capital city, Budapest, is also extremely safe and one of the best places to travel alone in Europe. The major cities in Hungary have all the Western amenities you could need, but surprisingly, at the half-price spend in any Western European countries. With a monthly expenditure of $1,200, you can expect a normal, happy life with all the basic amenities.
A normal, happy life. Hungary. Yes, I agree. Hungary is an awesome country to live in. It's very cheap. The food is amazing. And they speak all English. But the only downside is if you want to live there for longer and not just as a digital nomad or for a few months, then you would want to learn Hungarian. And Hungarian is one of the hardest languages in the world to learn. It's just a crazy language, yeah. But yeah, Budapest, I would love to live there for a while. And they have great salami. Let's go.
Number 4, Poland.
Poland.
Poland boasts diverse top sectors with
not
ample
so
work
cheap there
opportunities
anymore, is
for
it?
expats, especially in international industries. Warsaw, the capital city of Poland, is a charming city and is considered one of the cheapest cities to live in Europe.
Really?
Polish is the native language in Poland, but 30% of people can speak English. So teaching the English language could be a great profession for expats. Despite being situated in an important location, the living cost in Poland is not that expensive. From one-bedroom apartment to dining, utility bills, internet, everything is pretty affordable in Poland. You can expect to live here for less than $1,500 per month. Regardless of having stunning sea beaches, beautiful mountains, lovely lakes, and national parks, Poland is still not so popular European tourist destination. You can explore the medieval old towns and visit the cathedral, castles, and other historical places in Poland.
Yeah, and Poland has very nice beaches in the north. I've been there a few weeks ago. Good sand there.
3. Romania.
Romania.
Another underrated European country that is quite cheap to live in by the standards of the region is Romania.
It is very
cheap. The country offers delicious foods, a pretty affordable cost of living, and surreal natural beauty. The low cost of living in Romania allows retirees to increase their travel, take up new hobbies, and generally enjoy a better quality of life. The suggested average monthly budget to live in Romania is around $1,000. The country is also known for its jaw-dropping UNESCO heritage sites, historical places, and castles. Also, applying for a Romanian citizenship is the easiest in the EU. You just have to live in the country for only 2 years.
Oh my god. Who wants to get a Romanian citizenship? I've never heard of anyone wanting to get it. It's usually the other way around. What?
Number 2, Ukraine.
Oh, what?
And vibrant country.
I don't think. Oh well, this video is 2 years old. Yeah, maybe not the best country to move right now.
Country rich in natural beauty and brimming with opportunity for expats. Whether you want to live in the capital city or overlook a sun-washed beach in the west, you'll find modern, high-quality housing for low prices. It is attractive to newcomers for the warmth of its people, the moderate climate, the low cost of living, modern conveniences and health services, and the rich and vibrant indigenous culture. If you plan to move in this country, be ready to pay around $1,200 per month. From amazing architecture to interesting history, from mesmerizing culture to delicious cuisines, Ukraine has enough reasons to exceed your expectations.
Yeah, before the war, Ukraine was a very, very cheap and beautiful country to visit. I guess it is still, but it's now getting destroyed. And I've been there a few times, and I was actually thinking of moving there for a while because it's so cheap. It was the cheapest country in all of Europe, and the people are super nice, and it's very beautiful, as you can see.
Number 1, Bulgaria. With such a low cost of living, a growing economy, and an emerging tech industry, Bulgaria is not only a cheap European country to live in, but also enriched with incredible natural beauty. Surprisingly, this Balkan country is one of the most underrated countries in Europe, whether for living or tourism. Room rent in Bulgaria is very cheap. You can easily find a one-bedroom studio at $250 to $500 per month. Rents, food prices, and utility bills in Bulgaria are the lowest in the entire European Union. Transport in most Bulgarian cities is very easy and cheap to get from one place to another. The monthly budget comes in at less than $1,000 a month in Bulgaria.
Yeah, Bulgaria is super cheap. I've been in Sofia, the capital, and we went out like drinking to a like super nice bar. And we had some cocktails, and it were the best cocktails I ever had in my life. And they were just like $1.50, you know, for like the best cocktails I have ever drank in my 30 years on this planet, you know. And I've drunk a lot of cocktails, I can tell you. Well, this was it with the video. Thank you for making this. Scary Harry. If you enjoyed this video, go subscribe. It was a good list, I would say. All the countries I could agree. Maybe not Romania. Romania is not a very nice place to move to, I guess. Especially Bucharest. Maybe some other parts of Romania are nicer, but Bucharest was a nightmare. If you are a digital nomad, it makes so much sense to move to any of those countries to enjoy the scenery, the food, and the people, and you have a much higher budget than anyone else. But if you want to work there, then you're not going to have a good life, because then you get the salary as the people do there, and the salary is much, 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 much lower than in other places. And then this living comfortably will not be true anymore. But thanks for the insight. I enjoyed this video. We give it a thumbs up. And what do you guys think? Which country was your favorite? Is there any countries you didn't mention which are worth mentioning? I don't know. For sure there are a few. Let's see. Europe. I would add to this list a few other countries. Cheap countries. Slovenia. Pretty cheap and beautiful. Yes. Portugal. Very cheap and beautiful. Italy. Depends in Italy. North Italy is pretty expensive. But if you go to South Italy, like, it's much, much cheaper. And so comfortable, you know. But yeah, I think he covered most of the countries, yeah. Croatia is not that cheap anymore. Bosnia is a nice place to live, I would say, for a while. But there's not much more left, huh? Well done then. And with that said, see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.